Woo! Now the window's down, we can't actually get to this, so yeah, look at that. There we go. Mwah. The window? Oh no. Alright, so the old girl needs a little bit of work. So the first thing we're gonna do is, well, that's what we're gonna do. The door lock doesn't work. I'm guessing has to do with the door lock.
You sure about that?
So instead of doing a bunch of testing, I just jumped onto Rock Auto and I thought, well, it's probably a door lock.
You sure about that?
And honestly, I'm really digging the way Rock Auto sorts out parts and everything, their search function. Rock Auto is just, I don't know, it's really cool. It's a favorite of mine lately. Honestly, this seems really interesting to me. This is not what I'm used to when we're replacing a door lock actuator, but it's what we're going to do. So we got to figure out how to get this thing off. I'm assuming we have a screw here. I don't feel anyone right there, so I think it's one screw, and then it probably is just going to lift off, hopefully. And you look at this little cute little, this adorable little tiny magnet tray that I won. I got this at a Christmas party. This guy and this super cool small all metal little extender grabber thing. Now, let's just see. It's gonna have to pop out a little bit. So I'll get a tool to do that. Where do all my plastic tools go? Ah.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home?
That will do the trick. I feel like someone's really holding that thing on. Is there? You're sneaky. Okay. Oh, you're a star. A star? Oh, one of these will hopefully be big enough. Why? Why would we? Now, why would we do that? It's because it's a Chrysler. Chrysler and their torques. I don't know what it is. They got a hard on for these things. There we go. Don't drop it in the door. Woo. That probably broke something.
What's wrong with them? I don't know. Come on.
Ah. Okay. What we got going on here? Fish. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Woo. Well, okay. Note to self: there is no clips behind there, so I could have broken all that, but it doesn't look like I did. So we're lucky. I didn't break anything there. Okay, wires undone there. We're just gonna take this and set it in here out of our way. Now we got more stuff to undo. We got to take this vapor barrier off. Look at this. I'm actually really shocked. Everything in here is original. This, you could tell this has never been undone. Not once. Wow! That's really shocking. A Dodge with 230,000 miles on it, and this is the first time that door's ever been apart. Wow, I'm just blown away. We're gonna have to take this off, so we need something for that. I feel like 13 is gonna be the guy. Nope, way too big. 11? Let's see. Oh. Okay, we're taking 2 sockets this time. Are you a 10? I don't think you're a 10. You're smaller than a 10. You're probably a 9. Oh, you're a 10. Oh, chairs. Way better. Now let's get this thing off. All right, now onto the vapor barrier. We're gonna try to save this thing so we can reuse it. Yeah. Alright, I think we just take this, hook it like that, and that'll get out of our way. So, how do we get... Oh, of course, alright. So this is our new part, and it looks like it's gonna go something like that. But the window track is in the way, of course, because Dodge. So the best way to get this out is to take everything apart. You're not going to do it, huh? Wonder how many more tools I'll have to pull out to get this job done. Oh, there we go. Got that plug. That one's out. There we go. Got that piece out. Well, I don't see any appreciated difference in this, so that can go there. And now we reassemble. Ooh, I got the coffee shakes this morning. Okay. Whoa! It's alright. Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, boy.
We'll put this back together already. It's not as hard as I thought it was going to be, if I'm honest with you. We'll get one of these started. Uh-oh. That's not good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. We're good. I thought one of these... I thought this little bar that we have for the handle came undone. But it doesn't look like it did. So now we can start one of these. That will hold it in place for us. There's no thread like cross thread. I feel like what it's doing is making its own threads in there. Like these are not pre-threaded because these are more screws than bolts at this point. Except that one goes in easier now, so that's interesting. Do I have the wrong size? I feel like I have the wrong size. Yeah. It's definitely a 30. Alright. Now, we have to get all these things hooked up blindly somehow. This is not that hard. You just have to, you kind of have to do it by feel. They all kind of go in one spot. You can, well, you guys probably can't kind of see, but I can kind of, sort of maybe see. Okay, what is going on here? This is called mechanicking by braille, if you wanted to know. You close your eyes and you just sit here and feel and you just kind of jab it around until you finally get it. And I got it. Okay. Snap on there. Ugh, okay. Snap, snap, snap. Now we got to put this electrical connector, which is probably going to be really difficult considering everything else went on there fairly easy. Let's see. Okay, got it. That's all good. Vapor barrier back. Yeah, that's the way that goes. Well, now I know how easy it is to replace the door speakers, because those are original to the truck. They're Infinities, so they're kind of nice. But I might change these things out in the future. So now we got to do this piece. You know what we should do, actually? Let me... Okay, there. That's on there. That can just hang there for a minute. Let's actually see if it locks and unlocks. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, well now we got a bigger problem.
I think we can all agree that shit just went sideways in the most colossal way.
Now what? Fuse? Let's look at the fuses. That'd be silly to do all that work and it'd be a fuse. Why was this there? Whatever. Let's see. I don't think it's in this one. I think it's going to be in a different one somewhere else. Now we do got a problem somewhere. Let's see if this switch will control the window. Because if it won't, then we have to start looking for a ground somewhere. Maybe. Oh. Okay, so that did work, but I don't have that back together in there. So no power up, but I bet you it works from this switch. No? Okay, camera died there for a minute, so I managed to get the track back in place. That's all back up. So recap where we're at. Door lock's still not working, but that's back in. And we got the window down now and it won't go back up. So we're firing on all cylinders is what's going on here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to hook this back in, this electrical connector, because the window operators won't work from any part of the cab for pretty much any car if you don't have this switch plugged in. They kind of run through there. So no up. We only have down, which is concerning. I don't know why I'm making things worse is what's happening. We have no lock function on the door, and we don't have window down, or window up. So we got a Dodge wiring problem on our hands. Now, how do you think we're going to be able to fix that? Yeah, that's just great. Okay, now the window's down. We can't actually get to this, so we can't test this wiring. So that's awesome. What we need to do is wind this up. So, okay, I have an idea here. I have no idea if it's going to work, but this is what we're going to do. So we're going to take one of my N12 batteries because they're 12 volt, and hopefully we don't fry anything. And we're going to make some jumper leads for it. And we're going to try to jumper that motor up to get it out of our way, because right now it's very much in our way. Okay. Now we're going to do another one. Perfect. All right, now let's get some good length. I'm going to actually leave these ends clipped. The theory is because there's pins in the connector that hopefully I'll have a less chance of shorting everything out and shorting my battery out if I leave it like this. So let's go over here. And we chose red and green because it's Christmas. Why not? All right. Red on one side, green on the other. And honestly, I don't know what is positive and what's negative. If I had to guess based on what they're talking about, green might be positive. So now what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to jam these in this little hole and see which way the window goes. So which way did it just go? I need you to stay up here out of my way. Okay. Oh, wait, that's down. That's way down. All the way down. Woo! Okay, up. There we go. Yeah, look at that. There we go. That's how you do it. Okay. Now that that's up, mwah, little M12 battery, you're awesome. I can't believe that worked so well. Now we can take everything apart further and see what the heck is going on. From now on, we'll have to either lock and unlock or only roll window up. So I gotta figure out how we're gonna get to that wiring in there, because I bet you that's where it is. I bet you it's in here somewhere. We might just be buying a new wiring harness. Okay, I've had some lunch and I've had a think, and new game plan, new idea of what's going on. So I do think we have a wiring issue, and I think specifically it's in here. So we're just going to take this apart, and I think there we go. I think we can do it like this, just pushing them in. There we go. Now typically there will be a plug. Earlier I was kind of pulling on this thing, it didn't come apart, so that tells me there's probably a plug in there somewhere. Let's see, can I? Oh, see, look. I'm just gonna go over here and do it on this side. Push it in just a little bit. Look at that. There we go. Okay, now what we got to figure out is, can we get this boot off? Well, look at that. Look at there. The hard part is going to be, so we got 1, 2, we should have 3 broken wires. Oh, more broken wires. I have 2 options. I can mess with this enough to get it to work, spend time on it, knowing that this is going to break. Let's see, what can I do? I'm gonna have to let's see, can I pull this wiring harness out and get some more room is the question. Ow. Now we got some working room. Okay, let's see. Do I have crimps that will fix that? Or are we going to try to solder and shrink tube it? I think solder is what we're going to do. And we're most definitely going to need this guy to hold all those wires together while we're working on it. Hopefully this will work. But we can get these wires held together because I only got 2 hands. Okay, that's on. This is my own creation. This is just a 3rd hand super glued to a Harbor Freight magnet. So we're just gonna go like that. And then we'll probably electrical tape the bundle together to try to hold it for a while until I can get a harness to replace this. Oh yeah, this is not so great. This actually makes sense. See, my first clue should have been that when you open the door, that the dome lights didn't come on. That should have been my first clue. So I probably didn't have to replace the door latch. So I guess what I'll do, since I already have it in there, I might take this one out, throw that factory one back in, or whatever one that is, and then just throw that in a box and hold on to it for when it eventually goes out, because it probably will. And then 1 black wire. Next question is, do I have heat shrink tubing that tiny? Yes, I do. This is turning out to be a thing. So, let's see. This one, we're going to do this ground wire first, I think. We're going to try to do this in a way where we don't get things messed up, since this is like electrical surgery at this point. Okay, are you ready? Okay, Milwaukee's ready. This is actually a really, really nice tool for this, by the way. Battery powered. I have some finer tips somewhere, I think. But the fact that you can just come in here and work on this stuff without cables getting in your way and all that stuff, it's just, this is real nice. Real nice tool. So, also, if you have the bigger batteries from the Milwaukee, you can set it down like that when you got to do things and keep it on. Keep working on it, which is sweet. Okay. Now, see if I can get these together. Perfect, that one's done. I think actually what we'll do is we'll do, this wiring harness is not gonna last very long, I promise you. But I think what we'll do is this one in here, just kind of work our way around. All right, 2 down, 2 to go. Now this is hot, so we gotta go fast. We gotta go before, uh-oh, it's gonna shrink. Okay. Okay, perfect, got it. All right, now we'll do this again. All right, one more. Sweet, I think we got it. All right, now that we got it, we're just gonna put all of these little ink wrap, shrink heated, whatever they are. We're just gonna put these things on there and we're gonna heat them up and get it. And then what I think we're gonna do to try to make the harness a little stronger is we're gonna put some electrical tape on it. That'll hold it together hopefully for a little bit. Good job, little Milwaukee. Man, the Milwaukee tools have been coming in pretty clutch today. Specifically, the little 12-volt guys. Now, if I want to fix the harness again, this is absolutely going to bite me. But I don't think we're going to fix the harness again. I think I'm going to go online when I get the ability and just order a new harness. I don't know how much they are. Hopefully they're not too much money. Hopefully I can even get them. If I can't, then we will be rewiring this our own way to make this work. But for now, that'll hopefully hold for a little while longer until we can get that. There. Feels stronger than new already. And you know what? I am so confident. Actually, I don't care, because if this doesn't work, we're gonna do something else. But I am so confident that we're just gonna put it back and not even test it and put everything back together and see what happens. Because I think that's gonna be the most. That's gonna be the way I want to do it. We're gonna put this back together and then we'll just slip the boot. Maybe? Okay, but there we go. Now we'll just there. Almost like I didn't even do anything. See if the window works at least. I think what happened is, so these little bars, obviously, these little bars, you know, they control stuff. So what I think happened is I got them in the right spot, but I'm almost confident that I got them crossed, and so they're like, so I think they're stuck on each other. Okay, here we go. That's in there. Let's see. Whoa. that lock now works. So now what we have to do is figure out, did I get it jammed when I did it? What happened? I don't know. Let me see. Let's temporarily put this one on there, put the handle on, and we'll close the door. We'll see if we can get it to operate. Let's see if we can get it this time. Man, this has turned into quite the venture. This is all over the place now. What's the chances that's the last time I do this? Probably low, if we're honest. I mean, look how far we haven't come. Really, if you think about it, we're making headway, because before, most things didn't work, and now some of the things work. So by that logic, we are getting better. Well, see? Something going on in there. Okay. I got it. So I'll tell you what we did as we put this back together. So I took it completely apart. I put the original back in. And here's what I figured out. This piece, let me see if I can get something to point for you. This piece right here, I believe this is the handle. So what was happening is this was forcing the child lock back. Now how it was doing that, I'm not exactly sure. I don't see anything that's grabbing it, but what I do know also is that this piece is manufactured differently right here. On the factory piece that's inside the truck now, this hinge right here, so basic operation real quick, this is your child lock, you push this down, and now the lever doesn't actually actuate. The whole thing spins, but it actually won't allow it to open. And then what happens is if you put the child lock to unlock, now this can grab forward, and now you'll unlock the whole thing. Okay, so what was happening? What was happening was this piece, when I would go to pull the handle, after 2 times, it would click back up and go into child lock mode. So it wasn't grabbing anything. So what I noticed is that this piece is quite a bit shorter on the factory and it's longer on this one. So what I think you have to do in order to get this to not child lock is I think what happens is I think I was catching like this. If I'm honest with you, I think I had it just barely engaged, and to fix that, it was something like that. It was just barely engaging, I think, and slipping like that. And so to fix that, what you'd probably have to do is I think it's operation, right? So you'd have to do some operation where you hold the handle and then click this or something to get it to click all the way. Anyway, it wasn't going far enough back. Long story short, it looks like this handle isn't going far enough back. So I could probably grind that out and make it work. I'm going to keep it only because it's a spare, and now that I know what's going on, I think I can make it work in the future if it goes bad. But the one in there works. So let's put it all back together, and we're going to do one more thing on the truck, and we'll be done. Now, this is one of those projects where you get into something, you think it's going to be easy, you're going to just take care of it and do it, and the next thing you know, 6 hours have gone by because everything that you could think of has gone wrong. And instead of just doing a door lock, you're rewiring the whole door, trying to fix wiring, and then you have everything else going on. So yeah, this has been a little bit of a venture on this thing. Perfect. Okay. And we got to put this little boot in. I took it out because I was trying to figure out what was going on in there, but it was like there. Okay. Take all this out. That was just one thing after another. All right, let's see how we get locked in here. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Now the window. Uh-oh. No window? Oh, no. Oh. You know what I forgot to do? Now you know what I forgot to do. And all of you are thinking it right now.
I'm not a smart man.
Okay. The light glows now. I haven't seen that light glow in a long time. Okay, speaking of light glow, there's one more thing we gotta fix. And I noticed it the other day when I was looking around. Put these bottoms in first. I'm getting really good at this now. Perfect. Okay, we're all good now. All right, years ago when I got this truck, I could have sworn that the cup holders lit up. And, well, it hasn't done it in a long time, and I did some researching, and people said that there's a wiring harness up in here, and you have to buy the light if you don't have the light package. And I was really trying to figure out if I did, and so what I did is I went under here, and I started looking. That's what I did, and then I said, huh, that looks like a light. So, like that, went on to Rock Auto, looked up that number, and lo and behold, a brand new OEM MOPAR light. I didn't think they make these anymore, so if you're looking for these, because I know that some people say the wiring harness is there, and all you have to do is find the light, and you can install these. Well, there you go. Rock Auto has the factory part. There we go. Now we have our cup holder light back. I'm excited about that. That's way cool. I'll put the part number for that thing in the description so that you guys can find it. Okay, one last thing. That driver's door is squeaking. So what I have found is this penetrating lithium grease. This stuff's quite good. I used it on my Jeep tailgate there, and that handle has never been so smooth. I've owned that thing since new, and it's never been so smooth. So what I think happens, I think this gets squeaky, specifically when it's cold in the morning. So we're gonna put some there. We're gonna get some into that little wheel. This stuff does not come out very slow though. Yeah, so penetrating lithium grease. I used it for all sorts of stuff. It's kind of nice because, well, it penetrates. Oh yeah. So, ooh, that seat's close. Ah, that's better. So, Dodgy's all fixed. Ah, what a good truck. I mean, your wiring breaks, but you always start, so that's nice. Anyway, that's it. Did everything, fixed the light there, greased the hinges, fixed that rear door. That turned out to be a giant debacle, but what project isn't a giant debacle? With that, guys, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. And the next time something breaks, well, I'll be here with a video trying to fix it myself. See you later.
I like that.
Yeah, that is cool, huh?
That's stock, huh?
Yeah. It's an expensive
so,
window.
So much brighter,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
It's like